Joey, nice hat.
We are back.
We are so back. We have our WBC apparel on today. So if you guys don't know what that is, the World Baseball Classics every 4 years.
You're living in a closet.
Italy, I'm repping my.
You don't know what's going on right now.
I'm repping my Italy gear. They are surprising me this year by beating some really tough teams.
You know, they surprised me, man. They're a really good bunch of guys from different parts of the U.S.
It's true.
It's almost like they're a Team USA.
Because if they got people from Italy to play baseball,
it'd be a wash.
They would be. It'd be very. They don't even know what baseball is.
Somebody would be drinking espresso on third base.
Well, they are drinking espresso in the dugout with the espresso maker, and it is amazing to see. So good. I mean, listen. Good luck to
hats off to you, boys. You did.
Good luck.
You know,
Italy facing Venezuela. If you could pull up an upset, and it'd be a crazy championship
this
game.
might be the preview of the final.
I don't know. I think it would be Italy or Japan.
No, Japan's done.
Really?
Japan's cooked.
They lost.
They lost to Venezuela. So now it's Italy, Venezuela. Whoever wins that is in the final. And whoever wins tonight,
Dominican Republic versus who?
USA, is in the final.
Wow.
So
yeah,
it could end up being USA, Italy in the final.
Well, that would be something to see. And I would be proud of, obviously, for both teams if they made it to the final. I think Italy will... They
already beat USA once.
Their luck is going to run out. That luck is going to run out. I don't know. They're beating a lot of good teams. Eventually, something's going to happen. If they make it to the championship, I would never have thought, in being someone that watches the WBC, it's to see Italy in the World Baseball Classic Championship. You see, like, Mexico, Japan.
To be fair, they got a lot of Venezuelans on their team.
Yes, they do. Mexico, Japan, Dominican Republic is a dead giveaway. Puerto Rico, Venezuela. You would never think Italy or the Netherlands or like teams like that. But anyways, I got to get up to get the notes over there. So excuse me 1 minute. But Joey, why don't you fill in everyone on what we're talking about today?
All right. So hold on. I forget this guy's name.
William Neal McCasland.
Okay, so William Neal McCasland. This guy is gone missing in the last week, and it's caused like a national securities, I guess compromises national security in a way.
I got notes.
You got notes.
I got notes because Nick.
No Nick. So we got notes
Nick today. But check this out. Okay, I got notes. You ready for this?
Shoot.
Okay. Now let me explain something here for the people of the podcast that are our fans. We like to dabble on the weird, the strange, and we have Joey as our skeptic. We have Nick as our in-depth researcher. Me part-time doing it, but we like to debunk things. So what this is pretty much is a very level-based pieces of information I got out about him, and we'll go through it. So, the disappearance of retired Air Force Major General William Neal McCasland has sparked a wave of speculation online, especially among UFO researchers and conspiracy theorists. Right? McCasland, a highly respected figure in the United States Air Force, served as the commander of the Air Force Research Laboratory at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base from 2011 to 2013. The Air Force Research Laboratory is one of the military's most advanced scientific institutions, responsible for developing cutting-edge aerospace technology, propulsion systems, directed energy weapons, and space systems. Because of the classified nature of much of the work done there, Wright-Patterson has long been surrounded by rumors and speculation, particularly within the UFO community. So because of all the So
the lure there from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, you know it, right?
That is where, hold on, let me see if I have my UFO knowledge up there. Isn't that...
That is where the UFO, the Roswell UFO incident debris went.
Right. And then...
Including potentially the bodies.
Yes, right. I knew it was something to do with Roswell, but wasn't clicking right away. Yeah. But thanks, you're the UFO guy.
That's why I'm here.
That's why you're there. That's right. Joey's...
July 8th, 1986. That's when it happened.
Really? Mm-hmm. Not the Roswell incident?
Yep.
No.
Yep. On my birthday. It's weird.
I thought it was in the 60s.
Oh, not 86. What did I say? I'm born July 8th, 1986. July 8th.
60. Go ahead.
No.
ChatGPT.
It's got to be in the 50s. When did the Roswell incident happen?
We're getting clarification here.
1947.
Yeah, I was like, it's a little.
That's why he's like, it's got to be the 50s.
See, that's why we balance each other out, man.
Yeah.
We're like a seesaw. When you're up here, I got to go back up
I've
there.
been up since 5 o'clock. So.
It's okay, man. I feel that, man. I just started vacation. So,
Nice.
yeah. I don't know how to feel about it because I got to do one of my biggest fears this week.
That means we're going to...
We're going to Egypt?
You're going to Egypt.
Okay.
Once you get on this flight, that's it. Cherry's broken. Is this your first time flying?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. It's not, but I'm still terrified every single time. But I got Xanax.
Hey, you're good then.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So, anyways, according to reports circulating in late February of 2026, McCasland was confirmed missing after reportedly going on a hike and failing to return. Search efforts were reportedly initiated, and case quickly gained attention online. While missing person cases involving hikers are unfortunately not uncommon, the identity of the missing individual immediately fueled speculation. Every year, hikers go missing in remote areas due to accidents, sudden weather changes, disorientation, medical emergency, or falls in difficult terrain. In many cases, the explanations turn out to be tragic but natural circumstances, rather than anything mysterious. However, because McCasland previously oversaw a major aerospace research program within the United States Air Force, some UFO researchers quickly began drawing connections between his disappearance and classified research programs. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base has been the center of UFO folklore for decades, particularly since the Roswell incident in 1947. Some conspiracy theories claim the base has been used to store recovered alien technology or debris from unidentified craft. It's important to note that despite decades of speculation, no verified evidence has ever confirmed the extraterrestrial technology that has been stored there at Wright-Patterson or anywhere else within the United States military or the United States. Thoughts on that? Didn't a general come out and on his deathbed say that he was there and he kept a piece of it?
Yeah, it was a major.
You have said his name so many times
man.
I know you're tired, man.
I
happen to have an espresso machine upstairs, and I'm wearing an Italian jersey from the WPC. I can make you an espresso. We can go outside.
Major Jesse Marcel.
Jesse Marcel.
There you go.
Didn't he say on his deathbed, you were telling me?
He did. There's also a movie about it where he brought debris from his home, and his wife and his kid have testified and saying like it was unlike anything that they've ever seen before. Like they would crumble some of the aluminum like foil and it would go right back to its original shape.
Yeah, that's
and then all of that was confiscated. They tried to keep pieces, but they were never able to keep any pieces from like the military was really meticulous about getting every single little piece of debris.
Wow. Yeah, that's insane. I remember you saying that story quite a few times when we bring up UFOs and aliens and things like that. So,
and then on his deathbed, he finally said that the stuff that he posed with, which was a weather balloon,
was not
the photo. He's like, that wasn't it. He's like, the first printout, the first statement that was made by the press was actually true. The retraction was the deception. Right?
Yeah,
like,
that was actually the quickest redaction in United States like history or something to that extent. I could be like messing that up. But the speculation surrounding McCasland's disappearance, it's McCasland's. I'm definitely saying it like very fast, but McCasland's disappearance, very weird, like definitely Irish last name, which is Quinky Dink, that Tuesday's St. Patrick's Day. Anyways, McCasland's disappearance also comes at a time when public interest in unidentified aerial phenomenon has dramatically increased. In recent years, the United States government has acknowledged that there are some aerial sightings remained unexplained, and congressional hearings that have explored the possibility that certain objects demonstrate advanced capabilities beyond now known technology. On top of that, the Trump saying that he was going to release the files about UFOs after Barack Obama appeared on a podcast that many people don't even know about and said, inadvertently, to me, it looked like that aliens were real.
Yeah. He said they're real. They're just not hidden in any military Air Force base. And he said unless it's part of a bigger conspiracy and they hid it from the president of the United States. So he wasn't even excluding the fact that
They're not hidden in Area 51.
No, yeah.
But I've never seen them. But I've never seen them.
Really good. That's actually better than your Trump.
I've never seen them, but I could tell you they're not in Area 51. Michelle. They're not there. Anyways, because of these developments, many people are more willing to entertain the idea that the government could be studying unknown aerial technology behind closed doors. When someone connected to advanced aerospace research suddenly goes missing, it naturally invites questions and theories. Page 2.
These are some notes.
Again, to defend myself, I combed through news outlets, put it in notes, ran it through ChatGPT and says, formulate this into something that I can read, because you take notes and it can do that, taking notes of important things. And I went the route of trying to be skeptical, because you're not a skeptical with aliens and UFOs. I'm not a skeptic, but I wanted to be somewhat, skeptical. Anyways, at the same time, it is important to separate speculation from evidence. As of now, there has been no confirmed information linking McCasland's disappearance to extraterrestrial research, secret programs, or any kind of conspiracy. Investigators have not released any indication that his disappearance is anything other than an ongoing missing persons case. The internet, however, and the SWAB Podcast, often fills informational gaps with theories, particularly when the individual involved has a background in classified military work. The fascination surrounding cases like this also highlights a broader cultural phenomenon. Humans are naturally drawn to mysteries, especially when those mysteries involve secret government programs, advanced technology, or the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Over the past few years, UFO discussions have moved from fringe topics into mainstream conversations, with former military personnel, intelligence officers, and government agencies openly discussing unidentified aerial phenomena. That shift has made stories like this even more compelling to people who already suspect there may be hidden information about what the government knows. Ultimately, the disappearance of Major General William Neil McCasland remains unresolved. And until officials update us or any information is released, much of what's circulating online remains speculation. While his career placed him near some of the most advanced research programs in the United States military for military purposes and defense,
knows too much.
There is currently no evidence connecting his disappearance to a UFO research or extraterrestrial activity research lab hidden within.
Of course not.
For now, it stands as a concerning missing persons case involving a former high-ranking military official. Now,
it's weird timing is all I'm saying.
It's weird timing, so let's break it down. The weird timing part is that there's been former presidents and current presidents talking about UFOs.
Not only that, we're having actual somewhat disclosure in Congress where they're putting people and they're deposing government officials on what they know, like Commander David Fravor, who's the actual pilot who chased down the Tic Tac UFO, watched it descend at 13,000 miles an hour, change a right angle, go into the water, and just completely disappear.
We also had did you see what I posted? I saw that on Daily News. A trio of unexplainable lights over Queens, New York.
I saw that.
And
drones.
Yeah,
they were high though.
They were very high.
Like you could hit a plane and interfere with a plane type high.
Please don't say that.
There's a reason why I did.
Yeah, I was it now? Were you that quick? Fuck. But anyways, we have former presidents, current presidents. I've never seen UFOs, but I've never seen UFOs. But I could tell you they're not in Area 51.
Jimmy Carter saw a UFO.
I could tell you that I've never seen the little green men. But if I did, I would tell Ice to go get them immediately. Immediately. Jimmy Carter did, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Do tell. Tell the story.
I don't really know about Jimmy Carter's UFO story. I just remember him an old clip of him, briefly talking about how he saw a UFO.
You mentioned this on the episode, Age of Disclosure Review.
Yeah, there's a few presidents that have their run-in with the UFOs.
You know, that's one of the main rumors about JFK.
Yeah, that he was going to disclose.
That he was going to open up the Pandora's box with UFOs.
Right.
And that's why they did what they did.
Yeah, and then there's a rumor that Eisenhower signed a treaty with the Galactic Federation of a bunch of different aliens.
See, this is where
that's when things get a little weird. But what if it's true? What if it is and we just don't know? What, like, I always think about what would it mean to society and how would society react if they found out, even right now, that extraterrestrials are real. Some of them are going to be, like, for instance, there's already people saying, don't believe in the alien deception. Those are demons dressing up as aliens. You get what I'm saying? So there's always the religious fanatics.
Demons, Sammy.
They're demons.
Demons, Sammy.
Like the religious fanatics are going to be out there saying that, you know, this is, you know, the rapture of sorts, right? Like, oh, these are demons. Don't believe the aliens. Blah, blah, blah.
Can I say one thing? 30 years ago, 25 years ago, you say aliens are real, and this news that's coming out now comes out then, people would absolutely go apeshit.
Yeah.
There would be pandemonium.
There's a lot of noise on the internet, like, all over.
But right now,
people don't seem to care.
People want more Epstein stuff.
Yeah.
Right? People are distracted with the new war going on.
Because now the new thing is, don't trust the government.
Well,
the government is your enemy. The government is your enemy.
I don't know if I should say this because I'm flying this week, but no one trusts the government. And we've been talking about it for so long.
Here's my thing. When we talk about the government, who are we talking about? Because it's compartmentalized. It's different groups within the government. So when you say the government, it's like saying when one police officer is bad, you're like, all police departments are bad. All police officers are bad. And it's like, this could be a very compartmentalized group of individuals that are trying to, you know, put their agenda into fruition, so to speak, right?
Yes.
And there's other people within the government who don't have that particular agenda that, you know, are good. I can't like wholeheartedly sit here and say that everyone in the government has like bad intentions.
No,
you know,
I would the police
deep state. You know what I mean?
Police reference. You know, your brother is in the law enforcement. I used to be affiliated with law enforcement, and I would tell people that just because you have an orchard of apple trees, that one or two apples that fall from the tree and rot doesn't make the entire orchard with good apples on the trees bad.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And people have to understand that. And that's with anything, you know, and that goes into the government, that goes into...
No, you know what people are like now? You burn down the whole tree. There's some bad fruit in there, burn the whole thing down.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, look, you got to see like those guys try to do a terrorist attack literally a couple days ago in Times Square or wherever it was in Manhattan. This is why I don't go to Manhattan.
Right.
And that, you know, you see a 25 plus year seasoned vet who's up there in age jumping over the barricades, running right after something that could blow up in his face and kill him and take him out literally years or days before he can say, I'm done, I'm retiring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit goes to show you that not all of the men in blue are bad. And also there are people in the government actively trying to help people, you know, trying to make the retirement age lower or trying to not tax people crazy. You know what I mean? And then you got people like that run a campaign that they're going to like make things affordable and give things free. And now they're signing something possibly that will, it's called like something along the lines with the Dex tax. Mandani wants to make it that if you can't pass your stuff down when you die to the people that are like your kids or your family, whatever, unless you pay high crazy taxes, which will essentially make you want to give up the property or something that you had. Right. That it's crazy. And I had posted the other day, it's like, don't trust politicians. They're trying to get elected.
Everybody has an agenda.
Everybody has an agenda. But there are people that are, you know, there to truly serve the people. And then they do that. You know what I mean? Right. But anyways, with this guy, what I wanted to make the point for me, people think that we were going to talk and be like, oh yeah, he's gone. He's got something to do with UFOs. my opinion with this is just exactly what I would put into my notes and compiled. The internet is a dangerous place right now.
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on is there is so much news out there and people are turning it into something that is possibly not. Is it suspicious that this guy just disappeared after like when did he retire? He retired fairly not too long ago. Yeah, pull that up. When did William McNeil McCasland retire? It wasn't too long ago. I know he's retired. But is it weird that he left his house and it went missing? Yeah, it's a little strange, but then again, you have a lot of people that go missing when they go into the woods. There's a lot of things that can happen. Bad weather, animal encounter. He's old. He's an older gentleman. He could have had something happen to him while he was hiking. However, the New York Post and Daily News posted something the other day that said when he left, he took his revolver and something else. But, if I'm going hiking and I was able to carry a gun, I would probably carry a gun too. So that's not something that's uncommon as well, especially wherever he went hiking. There might be certain types of animal and stuff like that. Right. Do you know when he retired? Did you pull that up yet?
It's not coming up. It's giving me a different William. It's giving me William. How do you spell his last name?
McCasland. McCasland. William Neil McCasland. Great first name. William. But like I said, it is something that is not uncommon. So people thought we were going to come on here and be like, oh, yeah, this is strange, and give 100 reasons on why this is going to be.
December 2005.
Yeah, so so it's not recent,
but like 20 years.
20, yeah, he's 21 years.
21 years.
Yeah, 21 years. Mm-hmm. He's been retired. So listen, but he has that information, and a lot has changed in 20-something years. You know how much more advanced technology we probably had? Get it. So, people are turning a mountain into an anthill. And, I was thinking about the other day.
Do you know when the first clone was? We haven't talked about that yet. The first clone ever created was in 1996. It was Dolly the sheep. Mm-hmm. It was big in the news back then.
I vaguely remember this.
That was 1996. Can you imagine
what's going on now?
Yeah. How far cloning has advanced between then and now?
Well, I just did a reel the other day. It's old news.
They don't talk about it, but I'm sure it's really good.
I did a reel the other day. It's kind of old news. It came out early last year that there's an institute in Massachusetts with scientists that found something with direwolf DNA, and they fused gray wolf DNA and literally made two direwolf cubs.
That's pretty crazy.
Came out white.
I saw that.
Right? Romulus and Remus. That's what they named them. And that's playing God. We're
bringing back extinct species.
We literally brought something back that's extinct. You know what I mean?
For thousands of years. It's not like it was in the recent, we made it extinct, right? And then we're trying to reintroduce it back into society.
If I read correctly, the reason direwolves went extinct was their food was becoming scarce because they were good killers.
Right.
I could be wrong, but I think that's what I remember reading. They were Romulus and Remus. They're obviously two males.
Imagine letting them loose into the wild.
But those males can create, if they got loose or they mated with gray wolves, then what do you got? A gray dire wolf, and now you're creating another different breed. You brought back an extinct breed and you let them mate with a gray wolf, and now you have a completely different species from a species that was extinct, God knows, from Ice Age time. Right? That's when they think that they went extinct, during the Ice Age or end of Ice Age. They mate with a gray wolf. Now you got a completely different animal. We have ligers. I just found out the other
a cross between a tiger and a lion.
Yeah, I just found out the other day that polar bears are actually mating with grizzly bears because
survive.
Yeah, they're trying to, and they're making things called I don't know what, there was a certain name for grizzly bears and polar bears combined. And I was like, that's wild. And they don't look per se like a full-on polar bear. They're not completely white. They have the brown as a dominant color, I guess. So that comes out. But you can tell something's off. And grizzly bears already will kill you, right?
Imagine how,
like black bears.
I don't know what this.
Black
this
bears you
news-
can scare. Grizzly bears you play dead, and polar bears you're dead. That's the ways you remember what to do when you have bear encounters.
But at least this way, it's like that's a natural thing that's happening right now, right?
Yes, that's natural.
This is like we've interjected this into
Right.
the ecosystem.
So what William might have seen as he worked in the government over there at the Patterson base and left and retired with, we'll never know because we don't really know what goes on inside military bases. All I know is when the B-52 stealth bomber first came out, how wild did that thing look?
Right.
Right? Everyone thought that was some type of spaceship, you know, and it looks like something from the X-Men cartoon.
And bringing that up, have you ever seen the? It's like almost looks like a spray chart, like on where UFOs pop up in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And most of it is in the U.S. So UFOs are almost exclusively and ubiquitously in the U.S.
Well,
And there's other parts of the world where they're popping up here and there, but like that could be not all UFOs are obviously extraterrestrial life. What if it's just like the B-2 bomber was probably flagged as a UFO and reported who knows how many times over the last 60 years as a UFO.
would you like to know why I think UFOs are so ambiguously spotted over
Ubiquitously. Yeah.
I can't even say that word. I tried.
Just means uniformly, like everywhere at once.
You got me beat on big words, man. I'm surprised you're that tired and you're using words like ubiquitously that I can't pronounce.
I was just trying to express it's just in the U.S.
Well,
you know what
anyways,
I mean?
my theory is we have heard that UFOs have been over military bases, turned on and turned off nuclear launches, right? I think that UFOs know, hey, this place is what caused technically two nuclear blasts on the other side of the world. Let's watch them. Let's sit on them. There's also UFO sightings and weird shit that happens in Russia. You know what I mean? But if you're saying what you're saying is true, because I have never researched where the majority of UFO sightings are. If what you're saying is accurate, that would be my guess. We hold crazy capabilities. You know what I mean?
But because maybe we did indeed figure out how to utilize what we found, maybe even from a crash, or maybe even from an archaeological site that was buried thousands and thousands, if not like millions of years ago, right? There's those rumors that we've found, buried UFOs or buried extraterrestrial technology.
I think wholeheartedly we're never going to know anything. I don't think they're ever going to let us. They're never going to.
I mean, we can't. Think about it, man. People look at the world. Look at the state of the world right now. People can't even agree on. People can't even agree on fundamental human rights.
Yeah.
People virtue signal for one thing, and then are letting the same exact thing happen somewhere else. And in both sides, whatever you want to say, if it's one side or the other, there's multiple sides to everything, right? But like how people are so binary that they have to choose a side, right?
The problem too is that people are being coerced into thinking a certain way. They're not even thinking for you. People are not even thinking for themselves no more.
Right. It's the algorithm.
Which is really
it's
bad.
What your friends are saying, like whatever your in group is saying.
And social media is very bad.
You're gonna try to have this hive mind instead of thinking for yourself.
Yeah, social media is very bad. I talked about, there's no secret, and got to do it this week, about my flying fears, and then we got this stuff with the TSA, and then there's other stuff happening on Instagram that's popping up, and then I'm reading the comments, and like there's people like, dude, I was just there, it wasn't that bad at certain airports, and this incident didn't really happen this year or this day, it happened 2 years ago, and it's resurfacing. So they're actually fear mongering. So to end off, I don't think anything is going on with this guy. I think he just went on a hike and something might have happened, and him leaving back in 2005, unless he did something or said something.
I mean, when you're someone who has you should be careful where you go if you're a person of stature. You want to live your life to the fullest, right? But if you're someone that is sought after and you have information and knowledge about anything that could sway a group technologically or a country technologically, of course there's going to be a target on your back for either someone to capture you. And that's where the speculation comes in, is that like, this is not just a regular person that goes missing. This is a person that's gone missing that can benefit a lot of different people in a lot of different ways if he is compromised, right?
Right. Possibility something happened to him when he went out and about. There's a possibility he got kidnapped and someone's got him, their
Russian spies come and grab him up,
waterboarding him,
bring him back to Russia. Tell us what you know.
Tell me what you know. I want to know about the aliens. Tell me
What
now.
is Trump hiding?
What is Trump hiding? It is time to tell me. If he dies, he dies.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is great. Listen, man, we're never going to figure it out. We will be up all night trying to go down the rabbit hole. And if you're up all night going down the rabbit hole, do you know what you need right now because you're that tired?
I need a little coffee from How You Brewing Cafe in Tuckahoe.
How you brewing? How you doing?
How you doing?
That's it.
Did I say it right? Did I do it right?
You did it right.
Okay.
How you brewing? How you doing? How you brewing Cafe in Tuckahoe, New York is the place to go when you're about to jump down the rabbit hole with your caffeine in the cup straight from them. They got everything you need: macchiatos, cappuccinos, espressos, and a bunch of sweet treats in the glass that you can eat in the store or take it on the run. So if you haven't been to one of our favorite, if not the most favorite coffee place, SWAB Podcast loves How You Brewing Cafe in Tuckahoe, New York. Go check them out. Leo and Greg are doing a hell of a job over there.
Nice.
Yes. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, bibbidi bobbidi boobidi.
bibbidi bobbidi.
Bibbidi bobbidi boobidi boobidi. Peter, you just can't.
There's a great meme. He's like, this Italian guy comes in. He's like, is this Team Italy? He's speaking Italian. He's like, whoa. Slow down. You're going to have to go back to the old English because we're from New Jersey.
The guy,
cracking up.
The one I said to you, like, hey, listen, you want to play for Team Italy? Where are you from? Yeah, well, my family's from, no, it's either New Jersey or Staten Island. That's all we need. That's hysterical, man. Yeah, well, listen. Big thank you to Spotify for Creators. If you don't know about Spotify for Creators, it's the free app that allows you to get your podcast idea
out there.
If you have a phone, tablet, or computer, head over to Spotify for Creators to get started. Joey, let's go USA.
Let's go USA.
Forza Azzurre.
Let's go.
Let's do it. And until next
USA
time,
Italy final. Get a little rematch.
we gotta andiamo. But until next time, this has been another episode of the SWAB Podcast.
Later.
Ciao.